Thereafter by Energy Cabinet Secretary Charles Keter alongside the Energy PS, Kenya Power and the ERC and Kengen. And of course, this was speaking on to why those electricity bills have been shooting higher and higher single day. And of course, for those issues with the tokens. But then again, let's hear more of the same from the CS himself. Let's listen in.
Yes. Thank you very much, Gladys. We are now joined by the CS, Charles Keter, and he's going to tell us more about the update of Kenya Power and the challenges it has been facing. Where have we reached with regard to the resolution of the matter to do with tokens for Kenya Power customers?
I think what we have resolved is the tariff regime of KPLC was done so many years ago. Therefore, they are in different levels. So what we've done is they have made an application to ERC, and we have directed ERC that within the course of 3 months, they should come up with a harmonized tariff so that every customer will know their tariff regime. As it is right now, it's very complex because we have customers ranging from 0 to 50 units, 51 to about 1500 and above. And then we have industrial customers. So there is a lot of complication in terms of when they purchase tokens or even in terms of the bills. So what we have done is we need that harmonization to be done within 3 months. We've also directed that KPLC board must restructure itself in line with the Agenda 4, so that whatever they do in their departments, they must realign themselves in terms of the service delivery to the mwananchi.
In terms of Kenya Power again and tokens, if they have already, if they are doing 65% of the bulk of the tokens that are currently being used by Kenyans, and they have undergone a system upgrade, why not take on the whole amount, 100%?
That is what they are doing now. They have engaged Safaricom Direct, they have engaged Orange, and they have engaged Airtel. Meanwhile, you need, even Safaricom has some agents. They can still do, you can go to a Safari shop and buy the airtime. So what they have done, because we are here to enhance service delivery, they are going to do direct. Currently they are doing 65. They are working to do 100%. But because of the efficiency, some of the areas where even our offices are not there, we need the agency, so that we are going to collaborate with Safaricom, Airtel, and indeed other vendors which are there.
Okay, so does this mean that after they have done 100%, the vendors will be out of the game?
Well, you know, it's a competition, and the rates are there. They will be out. They will be out automatically, because unless they are very competitive in terms of their pricing, in terms of the system platform, because they need to invest in the platforms. Yes.
And what would you say to those who would argue that or comment that some of the vendors are being given privileges over others?
Well, after looking at the system, I want to say it is not true, because there are about 13 vendors. Some have invested in terms of their platform, some have not. It's like an agency. You can have an agency of Safaricom, which somebody has not employed people to run around, and even on M-Pesa. So they are not the same. So you'll have some who are very aggressive. But on this case, some have invested. That is the report which I have. Some have invested, some have not invested. And that's why the disparity in terms of their transaction is. But when the transaction is, we open it up. KPLC has gotten a license about a week ago from CA, because they couldn't engage directly with the Safaricom or Airtel or Telecom. So, but right now, as I'm talking, they have gotten 2 weeks ago. They got the license by the CA to authorize to do that transaction.
What is your take on those who say that Kenya Power is a monopoly?
Well, it is true. There is no secret. Kenya Power is a monopoly in terms of the off-taker. We don't have any off-taker, but I want to say there are some which you have licensed in some of the remote areas, but there are very few. It's negligible in terms of the percentage. And once all those provisions under the energy bill, which is envisaged in Parliament, it gives provision for energy access and then the whaling tariff for the investors to come in and invest in that. Yes.
That was the Cabinet Secretary for Energy and Petroleum, Charles Keter, giving us an update or a summarized update of what it is that was earlier this morning here at Stima Plaza. Back to you, Gladys.
Thank you, Alex Mwangi, with the latest from Stima Plaza. Definitely a lot of issues that have come up in as far as electricity bills are concerned, the acquiring of tokens, the reading of meters, and that cost that most are complaining is too high. Well,